Hey pros, so today we are doing the infamous Christian's hair. He just took his braids out today, so we are going to shampoo him, condition him, and braid him up. But we are actually going to be using the Flames Up, the Duke, and the King line. This is called the King's Collection from Flames Up, who is also his father, by the way. This is a men's hair and beard care line. So we are going to be using these products on his hair today. It smells very manly. It has a lot of goodness in it, hemp and rosemary. So we are going to have my baby here smelling super good, hair feeling super refreshed, super healthy, moisturized, soft. So we are going to go ahead and get started. All right, so to start the process, I went ahead and wet his hair down. Now, if you guys don't know anything about my son, he is the tender-headed child. So don't really mind his facial expressions because everything is a ooch and an ow. He's just learned how to deal with it because he knows that his mother's still going to do his hair. All right, so I started off by using a little bit of the Elite Clarify shampoo. This is to cleanse his hair of any extra dirt, debris, and objects. Remember, guys, he's a boy. He also has just come from Jamaica after 2 long weeks in salt water and chlorine. So we definitely want to make sure that we shampoo out a lot of that sand and a lot of those oils and a lot of that environmental earthiness that he gained over the past 2 weeks. Okay, so clarifying is always number one. I always say that to you guys, no matter if you are male or female, you guys, everybody clarifies. So after the clarifying shampoo, we go ahead and start the main shampoo. So today we are using Flames Up collection for male, let me say again, for male hair and beard. This is infused with hemp and rosemary. If you guys notice, it is good with detangling action. It leaves the hair and the beard feeling nice and soft, but unfortunately Christian does not have a beard, so we are going to use it with his hair. If you guys notice, I am able to comb through his hair with a comb. That is how soft the shampoo actually leaves the hair. So for those of you that don't know, Flames Up is my husband's line, and it smells so good. It leaves your man smelling so good, you guys. Okay, just a sidebar. But this can be used, like I said, on the hair and the beard. In this case, we're using it for the shampoo process. So we have the King, we have the Duke, and we have the Knight. Now, I did infuse a little bit of the Knight strengthening oil into the shampoo for the second shampoo, mainly because I know that I'm going to be braiding Christian's hair up again, and I wanted that extra moisture in his hair. And on top of that, it is a strengthening oil, and the shampoo and conditioner, as I said, is infused with hemp and rosemary. So this is going to help to stimulate that growth, stimulate that blood flow in the hair and the scalp, and also rejuvenate the hair and the scalp all at the same time. Now, for those of you that are using it on your beard, I would definitely say a little goes a very long way. Now I'm switching over to the Duke, which is the conditioner. Once again, a little goes a long way. And then I also infused it with a little bit of his strengthening oil. And I put that into the conditioner and then added to Christian's hair. Now, the good thing is the shampoo helped to detangle his hair already. And then, of course, the conditioner is just an added detangle, but it is also great in conditioning power. It can be used, I guess, as an instant conditioner, but I don't really think men deep condition their hair. It's very rare. So instant conditioner it is. And then I use cool water to rinse Christian's hair at the same time. One thing I will say is the conditioner left his hair feeling nice and soft. It also smelled really, really good, nice and manly. As you guys know, men like to smell. And at the same time, you know, with my son, I wanted to use his father's line so he could also see that his dad had some good things going on. All right, so once his hair was dry, I went ahead and I took our Elite Anniversary iron because I could not find the flat iron, the hot comb for some strange reason, but I wanted to stretch his hair out a little bit so that I could give him a very light trim. Now, just because he's a boy and he gets braids, that doesn't mean that his hair needs to be neglected in regards to trims. It's still very important, but I'm not going to make him bone straight as I would a female, so I really just did a very rough press. And if you guys can see how rough this press is, when I say rough press, meaning I'm not all the way at the root, I'm not trying to silk it. I'm really just trying to make it a little more manageable, and then at the same time, I am going to use that to give him a good trim. So I want you guys to really take note. You see how good that Elite Anniversary Titanium iron is? And this is on, when I say I barely did a blowout. I am going through and doing very large, chunky sections because he is my son. He is not my daughter. He is my son. He is a man. So I don't want him to feel like a flat iron is supposed to be a part of his life. I'm really using this just to stretch his hair out because I could not find my hot comb. And your girl was tired, so I did not want to continue searching up and down the salon. I don't know where I put that hot comb after I moved into the suite, so it looks like I'm going to have to replace it. And then once again, I'll probably find it somewhere that it shouldn't have been. So Elite Anniversary Titanium Iron it is. Now, like I said, just because he's a boy, that doesn't mean that he doesn't get a trim, you guys. He has a head full of hair, okay? And his head full of hair needs to be maintained as you would anyone's hair. Hair is hair, no matter if you are a boy, girl, man, or woman. Okay, so keep that in mind, you guys, for your children. We kind of neglect doing a lot of the maintenance on our children's hair because we look more for longevity and convenience than we do for health on our children's hair. So I definitely can say that Christian's hair has not been trimmed in a very long time, but I've taken such good care of his hair that his ends were, I'm not going to say minimal. He does have some sweating on the ends, but we're going to take care of some of that today. And I just kind of do it in graduation like once a year. I'm going to be honest, you guys. Boys are a little bit different because he gets his hair braided and he keeps it braided. So he doesn't really wear it out. All right, so now that I've kind of rough straightened his hair, gave him a good texture straightener, I'm just going to go through and just clean him up with my shears. Leave your question in the comments, you guys. When you're doing your trims, am I following the size of a grape, the size of a grapefruit, or the size of an orange, or should I say not even size, the shape of a grape, the shape of a grapefruit, or the shape of an orange? Let's see who gets the answer right. So A, B, or C, or it can be a conjunction of the two. I don't know. Okay, so for his trim, another, once again, rough trim. And the reason why I'm giving it a rough trim, remember he gets braids, you guys. And the more hair I cut off, the more blunt the hair is, the harder it is for his ends to stay braided. So I will have to be using rubber bands, which that is kind of like, it's like one problem hinders another problem, hinders another problem, hinders another problem, because rubber bands are not the best thing to use either. But because I did trim him today, I'm going to use the rubber bands to hold his hair as it's braided. Now, after this, we went ahead and did his braid service. I didn't show you guys the entire braid, and your girl tried a new style. I was so proud of myself because I look like an actual braider. So I did this style all by myself. I'm so happy. But he sat there really, really quietly. He was just counting down the seconds for me to finish anyway. And then after I finished the braid service, I went ahead and put the rubber bands on his hair. I did use a little bit of Elite Control Edge Control to do his braid or his braid down, and that helped to keep down any type of flyaways, and it also helped to keep his hair together nice and neat on the free edge. So Elite Control Edge Control. This is actually in the color clear. That's what I used on his hair. I have used the charcoal on his hair. It worked just fine as well, but today I just used the clear by choice. So either one can work. All right, and then we are going to mold him down. And when I say mold him down, we're going to use some of the Elite Silk Wrap Foam, put him under the dryer. But before we even do that, we're going to apply a little bit of oil to his scalp to, of course, help with any form of itching. It's going to help soothe the scalp. It's also going to help oil his hair and his scalp all at the same time. Remember, typically with children, their braids are in 2 or maybe even longer weeks. So definitely oil your child's scalp at least once a week or even once every 2 weeks. Remember, children's metabolism, it is extremely high, so everything dissipates, everything absorbs. So we're going to use some of the Night Strengthening Oil, which is a part of the Flames Up line, of their hemp line. And we're going to oil his hair and his scalp. All of the Flames Up products, which is the male care line, is available at flamesup.net. And all of the other products are available at EliteHairCareUSA.com. Now I'm using the Elite Silk Wrap Foam to help with his flyaways. And that's really it, you guys. He's going to go under the dryer with a stocking cap, and he is ready for the first day of school. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for watching. Peace.